Well, good morning, everybody. Pull up yourself and have you a cup of coffee. I want y'all to know this is the second time I've had to do this. Yep, still haven't cleaned out my phone or my iPad. I gotta get them pictures off there, that's all. So, I finished, I was almost done, as a matter of fact, but my phone recorder said, no, memory's almost full, and cut it off. So, let's try for take number 3, because the one before that I had an issue and had to start it over. So, here we are. Good morning. Y'all excuse my hair did. You know, I could laugh and joke and say somebody did this, but Lord knows I got one of these things. It's a heatless, one time I put headless. It's a heatless curling thing. So I've used it before and it makes my hair real full. The curls aren't always what I expect because it depends on how I'm going to wrap it. Heaven only knows what it's going to look like when I take it off. Who knows? Maybe I'll even do it on camera and we'll see how silly I look for the day. But sometimes, like today, I've got to go out in town with my daughter and granddaughter to go clothes shopping for the granddaughter and the grandson. I don't think the baby girl needs anything, but we'll have to check before we go. And finish getting school supplies. Long story on all that. But you know, I still get to experience a back-to-school rush. Just saying. One day I ought to do a video on school supplies. There's a whole bunch I could say about that. Whole bunch. When you're spending $80 to send one kid to school because you're buying school supplies, you got to buy 2 packs of colors, 24 each. Got to buy 8 glue sticks. One kid, for one kid, I got to send like 40, there's 60 pencils for one child. 2 huge erasers for that same child. I mean, and then, well, we're not, I can get lost on that. Okay, so what I came on today to say is, and I almost did this last night because I ran across Greg and Courtney. I forgot his show again. But it's on, hold up, let me see. No, I do watch TL Media, but that wasn't it. I'll have to say it again. It's Greg and Courtney, and they went to lunch with Karen Reed the other day. And what I say the other day, I'm not sure exactly of the date. I don't think they put that, but what an honor! What an honor! I'd love to meet her. And there's a few things that I found interesting, and that was her cleaning up the story that, oh Lord, don't tell me I got to do this again. But anyway, it was, okay, I got it. Open the door again. I was like, oh Lord. So sorry, y'all. Man, my squirrel is amazing. And sometimes I actually do have squirrels in my front, so just so y'all know, I've been known to get excited over that. But, yeah, Courtney and Greg, I think it's a Greg Hill show on YouTube, but it was on like a sports channel or something. So I don't even know how I found my way there, but I did. And they had some really good things that they said, and it was just very, it was very enlightening. You know, it really was. Yep, there goes my car. She went out the front door instead. I could sit here and go, oh my gosh, my cars! But I know, I saw her feet. I know it's my daughter. I hate to drive anyway. So, I really do. I really do hate to drive. I hate to drive because I was in a wreck about 15, no, it's been 16, wait, this is 2000, in 16 and a half years. Almost 7, it's been 17. Coming up, yeah, 17 years. 17 years ago, this lady, oh Lord, I'm traveling on straightaway, you know, like a back road highway, they call it. You know, it's just 2 lanes, but you're allowed to go like 70 miles an hour, and these side streets have to, you know, yield. You got to wait to come out. Well, this lady in this big SUV, I had an SUV, but she had one of them big SUVs, and she pulled right smack out in front of me. Right smack out in front of me. I wouldn't, I didn't want to drive again, and I mean, I wasn't hurt. I was banged up. My husband, I called my husband. He was up there and just lickety-split, no time whatsoever. I'm a smoker, and you want to know what's so funny? Well, it's not funny, but it was like, wow. I was smoking a cigarette. My cigarette got all the way. I had a Honda Accord? No. I had a Honda, but it was like this sedan Honda. Yeah, Accord. Civic was the little one. I had a Honda Accord. I only had like 2 more payments on it. Insurance don't do you right, but I only had 2 more payments on it. And anyhow, my cigarette ended up jammed into the windshield at the base where it joins the, you know, where your car part, your whatever that is. Oh Lord. You know, inside your car, this part right here, you got your steering wheel, and then you got this part up here, then you got the windshield. Well, it was crammed up underneath it was whoa in the windshield. And apparently my coffee had spilt all over me. So some people, when I got out of the car and stood up, they thought it was something else. And then my husband, he was so weird. I hadn't walked around the car, and when he walked around to the front of the car, I couldn't see him anymore. He just kind of bent down. When he stood up, he walked back over to me, and he said, I can't believe you're alive. I can't believe you're not hurt. And I'm just like, a car just pulled out in front of me. I was going 65 miles an hour. She hit me. Actually, I think I hit her because she pulled out. Anyhow, that messed, I mean, I'm already a goof nut, so I wouldn't drive. And I'm the worst passenger you want to have. I freak. I wasn't hurt. I don't know. How did I get on that? Oh, because my car's leaving. All right, so back to Greg and Courtney. Greg and Courtney had lunch with Karen Reed. And they passed on a few of the things that they said. And I'm not going to go all into what they said because, well, they didn't say a whole lot. But they did mention that, you know, until this case is resolved, you know, the story to be told and everything. Karen Reed can't, you know, they can't put out any stories or anything until this is settled because of the, what is it, Son of Sam law. So once she's not guilty, then, you know, we'll all get to see her side. But the thing that I wanted to pass on, you know, when you're wrong, you're wrong. And somebody I picked up, as I do a lot of things, from just hearing. And I had heard through the grapevine that John O'Keefe had reported Colin for selling drugs. I think he's a little punk-ass kid that just wants to be something special. I don't think he's got what it takes to be doing that myself, because I think that I think that homeboys could probably wipe the floor with him. He's a big talker, but if he don't have his big brother around, he doesn't have any muscle, except right here. And that's not going to get him very far. So, anyway, I was going to save me a lot of time, because I was going to go in and dig and see what I could find on that. So, according to what they said, Karen Reed said, here's the telephone game. You can take it if you want, or you can go find them to see. I don't know how to share their thing on my channel. I've got to learn how to do a little bit more. And then the other thing is, okay, so did I even say? Karen Reed said that is not true. Not true. It's just something that was made up somewhere. So we can all stop wondering if there was some kind of a drug issue going on, and John had reported that, and it got back to the Alberts. Okay? So that's gone. What a stand-up woman. What a stand-up woman. Because she could say, oh, I heard that rumor too, or whatever. Nope, she says, no, that's not true. So, for all you haters out there, all you ugly, ugly people, of all the people in the world has a reason to say that is true, whether it is or it isn't, because it can keep casting doubt. Karen Reed said it is not true. John did not report Colin for selling drugs. So, that story I don't have to even worry about, thank goodness, because Bev gives us enough to look into. No telling what all we're going to hear if we listen to that video. I mean, I'm going to go back and listen, because people had some very valid points. For example, the judge making certain noises or points, and then they would, object, and that'd be fine. So, that, and then of course she would sustain, because so that was good. Now the other thing I was going to mention is there's a Zelda Kelly, and somebody told me that she had done a video regarding the whispering, and I'm not one of those tarot card people, but I went and I watched her, and it was amazing, because what she said her card said, or what I said, basically, that's what I think. That's what I think where there was whispering was Bev, and I think it's going to bring down the whole show. Zelda Kelly, her card reading said that, so I was like, wow, it'd be interesting to see, because can you even imagine? So that's about it. I thought that was an important piece, because I've been, wondering a whole bunch if Colin had done something, or there had been something, but there's not. So we're all good there. And now I'm going to get myself ready to do the day. So I'm going to say adios, and I hope y'all do well. I'll see ya. Bye.